on camera. One volunteer. Yes, come on up. What's your name?
Sumit.
Sumit? All right, come on up. And if you could awkwardly hold this up front here for a moment. So if you want to just hang here for just a moment, let's walk through the problem at hand. I'm looking for Mike Smith. There are some 1,000 pages in this book, and I, the human, could certainly find Mike Smith very easily, very correctly, by starting, if you'll simulate, from the front of the phone book on page 1. Looking for Mike Smith. I see no Mike Smiths because I'm on page 1 where the A's simply are. And so I turn to the B's and the C's and the D's and so forth. And finally, I get to the S's. But in the worst case, I've looked through 1,000 or so pages. Now you, the smart human with just gut instincts, probably would not be so naive as to start from the left and work your way forward. What would you do? So dive right into the middle. So if you would now simulate what a typical human might do, where would you dive in first to find Mike Smith? All right, so roughly into the middle. Otherwise, this will be over too fast. Roughly into the middle, and at this point you realize, what letter of the alphabet are you on? All right, so we're on L, so roughly halfway through. So the intuition now is, of course, that Mike is not to the left of the phone book, because that's L and prior, but rather he is to the right. So we can literally tear this problem in half. Cue tearing. Cue tearing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am very serious. I need you to tear, not the page out, I need you to tear this phone book in half in front of 500 of your peers. Excellent. So we've now whittled this problem down into half, and so we can literally and dramatically throw half of the problem away. So now we're left with a problem that's but 500 pages large, and so what might a human do now to find Mike even more closely? Dive in, say, to the half again, and so now we end up on what letter?
P.
So P, so we're getting closer but not quite there yet, and so we tear this problem in half, whittling that problem down. Yeah, sure. Although it is getting a little easier. Whittling the problem down further into half, and if we do this again and again and again, we've gone from 1,000 pages to 500 pages to 250 to 125 and so forth, until after just a few, relatively speaking, of these page tears, we've hopefully found Mike Smith's location. And so in computer science terms, we actually say that this algorithm, this process, this program is logarithmic. You might remember vaguely logarithm